Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, a fast growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Dainese Druid foreglove. What's up, Speed Addicts fam? We're stoked that we're finally offering Dainese here at Speed Addicts, and we're going to tell you all about this Druid foreglove. But first, do us a favor, do you a favor, subscribe to the Speed Addicts channel. Don't miss any of the latest gear reviews coming your way. Speed Addicts is always getting first look. Don't miss out, subscribe right now. If you decide you'd like to purchase a set of the gloves we're talking about today, we make it real easy to shop with us here at speedaddicts.com. There's a link in the description below to get right over to the Druid 4 gloves at speedaddicts.com and shop for any other parts or gear you might need for your next two-wheel adventure. So these Dainese Druid 4s are just bitchin'. I mean, look at them. They're pretty to look at. The Italians know how to design stuff. These are my go-to gauntlet for aggressive street or track riding. They just fit so good right out of the box. They're technically a third step down on the ranking chart for Dainese gauntlets, right? So at the top of the line, they've got the Metal 6, and then they've got the Steel Pro, and then you're running into these Druid 4s. And just in terms of comfort and protection, where those kind of meet the sweet spot, I think the Druid 4 is sitting right there. Now, they're not inexpensive. They're gonna run you $259, so definitely, you know, high-end pricing, but you are getting some of the best gloves on the market today in terms of gauntlets that are really either aggressive street riding or track ready. And we're gonna give you the deep dive right now. First off, they are CE rated. Of course, Dainese, being an Italian company, their gear is gonna be CE rated. That's a European standard. The size and the fitment, very straightforward here. Go by the Dainese sizing chart you're gonna see at Speed Addicts, and you won't go wrong. I think if anything, you if you need to round down slightly, but I'm a 9-inch circumference. You're gonna wanna run a string around the palm of your hand, get that widest measurement you can. I'm right about 9 inches, and the size large is what is recommended for me, and they fit awesome. Now, when it comes to a full leather construction glove like this, you're gonna wanna make sure that you do allow for some break-in, right around 10%. So you want them to fit nice and snug out of the packaging. Allow them to break in as you wear them and sweat in them a little bit. They will form to your hand and just be awesome. The main mistake folks make is that they buy them a little bit too comfortable off the shelf, and then after break-in, you can get some sort of bunching and stuff. Now, when it comes to fit, you really should be shopping at Speed Addicts for your motorcycle gear, because we're gonna offer you no cost returns. Free return label in just a few clicks. Our portal's all self-service, make it real easy for you. All you have to do is live in the lower 48 states. Make sure the gear is brand new in the original packaging. Just go ahead and try it on in the living room. You can make noises, you know, I don't judge. Just give a shot on your next gear purchase. We'll make sure to treat you like family. Okay, a lot to show you here. We got a lot going on. So this is a goat hide glove. The reason manufacturers like the goat hide when it comes to gloves is they can really control exactly how thin or thick the hide is more easily than bovine leather. It's also a little bit more cost effective. It's lightweight, and it actually breaks in better than bovine. It tends to have a little bit more stretch to it and form to your hand more easily. So that's what they're working with on the chassis of the Druid 4. Now, when it comes to protection, they're using TPU pucks on the knuckles here. These are covered with leather so they don't look shiny or plasticky. Now, they've left the armor on the pinky exposed. More on that. There's a lot to talk about on how they're protecting your pinky. You'll notice there's not a lot of venting on this glove, but between the fingers they are perforated. So you are going to get some airflow between the fingers, but otherwise not a lot of venting on the knuckle protector or on the top of the hand. But you'll still get by with the perforation between the fingers, even in those warmer temps, and it makes this glove versatile. You can wear it in a little bit cooler temps as well. So in this glove here, as you move up in the Steel Pro and that Metal 6 glove, they go from stainless steel to titanium. Now, this is the carbon, right, on the Druid 4. This is real carbon fiber. It's on some sort of screen print, and it's 2 pieces. You get the first is the knuckle protector, and then you get the back of the hand protector here, both in carbon fiber. Now, what I can tell you in terms of comfort out of the box especially, the Druid 4 is way more comfortable than the Metal 6 or the Steel Pro right out of the packaging. And I think it's because this carbon fiber knuckle protector has a little bit more give to it right out of the box. It's not quite as stiff. The glove on whole is just not quite as stiff. So if you're wearing these on longer road rides or canyon rides, I think the Druid 4 is my choice because of just that comfort and the flexibility right out of the packaging. They do have some big accordion stretch on the back of the hand, so even though this does look like a big chunky protector, it does flex and move with my hand quite well. As you work your way back, you do have padding across the top part of this gauntlet. You know, your standard kind of gauntlet entry here with a little elastic in between. We've got Velcro, we're gonna bring that down. They have more elastic here in between your wrist and the back of your hand. And then as we turn this glove over, you're gonna notice there's a fair amount of thumb protection. These are not TPU, they are more soft foam. So that allows them to flex and kind of move with your thumb. They're not like bulky or painful there. And then in terms of flexibility, one of the big things they did here, instead, there's kind of two ways to make the glove a little bit more forgiving right out of the box. Either you put a stretch panel in the crook, or you do a stretch panel across the back like they did. So there's a ton of accordion stretch all the way down and onto the thumb here. So you get a lot of good thumb articulation right out of the box. Now, let's roll this over, and this is where it gets spicy here. So Dainese giving you, of course, this crook reinforcement here. You get a whole second layer of that goat hide. It's gonna prevent premature wear, which we like. But the really cool thing that Dainese has is that Rossi tickler. This is that that kind of rubber tread grabber. It's gonna give you more friction on the grip, reduce hand fatigue, especially on longer races or rides. And it's also gonna prevent wear there, of course, right? You got rubber instead of a hide that's gonna wear down on you fast. So really cool. They have that on the Druid 4 as well. It's the same exact pad that you're getting on the Steel Pro or that Metal 6 glove. Okay, now let's talk about the rest of the armor you're gonna get. They spent a lot of time designing one of the best kind of sliders here, as well as the pinky protections. Pinkies are very vulnerable to being rolled backwards, and when it comes to the TPU sliders, it's really important, not just in terms of protecting your hand from the abrasion, but allowing your whole body to slide, especially in a kind of more of a baseball slide when you're going forward. Because if you don't slide, your joint will load up and you'll go over the top, and that leads to joint injuries. So that is what these palm pucks that you're seeing on a lot of the racing gauntlets these days are all about. This is gonna protect you from impacts, but it's also gonna allow you to slide. And then you've got 3 sliders across the pinky, really cool. And how they're handling the pinky roll situation, instead of a bridge like you see on a lot of gloves where they can connect your pinky to your ring finger, they have the DCP, okay, this is a distortion control plate that is keeping my pinky from rolling back. It's kind of a nice way to do it. It looks less chunky, right? It allows your fingers to move more naturally as opposed to a finger bridge. And this is the same package that they're putting on the Steel Pro and on that full GP Metal 6 glove. So really smart design. They do not have a scaphoid pad here. You're gonna need to move up to that Steel Pro or the Metal 6 to get a pad for the scaphoid bone, but they do have a fair amount of padding under the palm slider. It's gonna protect most of your carpal bones in here in the palm. Adjustable closure here on the wrist strap. And then as we close this down, you're gonna notice they do have the flap that's going to protect that strap from hanging up on something should you make contact with the tarmac there. Dainese is gonna back this up with a 1-year warranty, and that about does it for the Druid 6. Again, it's my personal pick for a aggressive street riding or track day gauntlet. I like this thing a lot. I think it's, while it's not inexpensive, it's fairly priced for what you're getting here. Now, if I didn't cover something you wanna know about, don't worry, Rider Support is standing by at speedaddicts.com, where you can always talk to a human over the phone, live chat, or emails. If you've already got a set of Druid gloves, maybe you have the 3s, the predecessors, or you got a 4 already. Let us know how you like them in the comment section below. Don't just take our word for it. Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.